All right, so I am going to go over the idea that the main claim in the Stoller article is that you should follow your dreams. A lot of people wrote this in the Précis, and a lot of people have written about this in the paper. And I want to address it because this is not quite accurate. So I'll go over a couple of ideas connected to that. So let's just dig in right to the Stoller article. I think this emerged from the idea that his parents were pushing on him, okay, go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, go be an accountant. They were telling him to do these things. And I think, he was growing up being like, okay, sure, fine, I can do that. We don't really know what his opinion was, except that the only thing we know about his experience growing up was that he was bombarded by these things. It sounds like we don't know what his thoughts were as a child. What we do know about him and where he began to form some opinions, began to make some decisions was when he went to university. When he started reading things, he started working with professors, getting some mentorship. That's when he was exposed to these intellectual ideas. And that sort of led him on the next step of his journey. So first, he had this intellectualism, and that's really what Stoller thinks people should have. They should have this opportunity to be intellectual, to be exposed to these new ideas so that they can make a decision about what is going to work well for them. So it ended up that, Stoller got exposed to these ideas, worked with these different professors. He ended up going to Niger. I think some other things happened, went to grad school, did some other stuff, and he eventually became a professor. It was not that Stoller grew up thinking, oh boy, I want to be a professor. I can't wait to do that. This was not what was happening. Or if it was, he didn't let us in on that, and that's not what he wants the takeaway to be. He wants this takeaway to be that intellectualism happened first in his life first. He wants people to have that experience so that they can find the thing that's going to work for them. And I think that there were some points when he was talking with his professors where they were saying, follow your dreams, do this thing. But those dreams kind of emerged after his initial encounters with intellectualism. So I do want to say it can be really fun to glom onto these ideas, these common narratives about things like, ooh, there is ooh, follow your dream, don't care what anyone else says, be true to yourself. These are nice ideas, and it's really cool when you find the story that does fit those things. However, a lot of times in more academic writing, you're not going to find something that fits in perfectly with that. And they're going to diverge from that. So we'll call these platitudes, these ideas that are kind of overused and have lost some of their meaning. So and a lot of them probably go from culture to culture, language to language. So, we've got, you don't know what you have until it's gone, money can't buy happiness, be careful what you wish for, carpe diem, two roads diverge in a wood, I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Everything happens for a reason. These are all these sayings that are nice and they fit in some contexts, but they're often not going to fit so well in these academic contexts. They might, but that shouldn't be the first place your mind goes. And if it is, explore the text a little bit more. Look a little bit further in to see what you might be missing. So, I'm going to say that some of this can come from, our society and our media and social media, things like that, really putting things out there that look attractive, that look fun, that are going to grab our attention. Because for sure, the idea of Stoller going and, following his dream and fighting the odds is kind of a sexier and more interesting story than something like he went to college and met his professors and decided that, it probably would work well for him to just be a professor and academic himself. It's much more interesting to just be fighting the odds from the beginning. And he probably might have even hyped that up a little bit for the article. So, or he condensed, years of fighting with his parents into just a couple of lines. So, what we need to do is, be aware of the pervasiveness of these fun, neat packages of ideas and the things that kind of grab our attention, and see what is, and really unpack what's actually included in the article, because it may be deeper. There may be some more things there that aren't actually reflected, that aren't captured by something like fight against the odds, follow your dreams, do whatever you need to, no matter what anyone else says. So, in conclusion, take the road less traveled by and make sure that what you're doing is reading the article thoroughly and carefully, and not just grabbing on to the first thing that sort of fits with what you might guess the article would mean. Dig deeper into the article, and remember that Paul Stoller is really wanting people to read this article and he wants them to better understand that intellectualism can be a gateway into finding a lifestyle or world that kind of works better for you. It can let you explore what might end up being your dream, but that's sort of the first step in this journey. So thanks so much. You can let me know if you have any other questions. If this isn't clear, I'm happy to answer those, but just wanted to put that out there so that we're all on the same page. Thanks so much.